The Curiosity rover recently discovered methane on Mars, which could be a sign of life. The biologist and genetics professor Gary Ruvkun wants to search for DNA on Mars. 2 weeks ago, a stunning discovery, relatively large concentrations of methane gas. The rover also found methane in 2013. But the readings recorded this month, approximately 21 parts per billion, were about 3 times as concentrated. The reason this news registered among scientists is that methane is often a sign of life. Although the gas can be produced by various chemical reactions, most of it comes from animate beings. Does this mean that we're on the verge of discovering life on Mars? And if so, what kind of life is it likely to be? And then there's this interview, the RNA world, that's kind of the precursor to the DNA world, was here on Earth 4 billion years ago. And I would propose, no, it was probably 10 billion years ago, somewhere on the other side of the Milky Way, and it's been spreading all across the Milky Way. See, the thing is, if you look in the fossil record, where's the first evidence of life? Well, you can see evidence of bacterial life, things that look like bacteria, the things that are called stromatolites, which are a kind of blue-green algae bacteria that live in colonies. Those things form good fossils, and you can see those about 3.5 billion years ago. So life had already evolved to the point of there being pretty complicated bacteria very quickly after the Earth cooled. And you know, most lay people would say, well, yeah, bacteria, pretty simple. Bacteria are not simple. Bacteria are incredibly complicated. Bacteria are the self-replicating robots that electrical engineers dream of. These guys can make a copy of themselves in 20 minutes with 4,000 parts. They were super highly evolved, and I think they got here as soon as the Earth cooled, and they just started growing. They've been spreading across the Milky Way and maybe the whole universe. For example, you've heard about SETI, right? Very interesting article. I hadn't thought about that.